They tell you to eat less and take a multivitamin. But no one talks about the ancient foods and forgotten supplements that quietly slow aging and restore vitality. Let me show you what most doctors overlook, yet elders in the world's longest living cultures swear by. The shelves of modern grocery stores overflow with health foods, low-fat this, gluten-free that, and powders promising youth in a scoop. Yet, when you walk through the aisles, you won't see many people in their 80s or 90s shopping confidently for the food that sustains their vitality. Why? Because modern nutrition, especially for the elderly, is built on convenience, not wisdom. Most doctors are trained in disease, not nutrition. They'll prescribe a pill for high cholesterol before they ever talk to you about fermented foods. They'll warn you about sugar, but forget to mention that your aging brain is starving for healthy fats. The truth is this: as you age, your body needs more, not less. More quality, more density, more nutrient-rich choices. But what do? We eat less because we feel tired. We snack on crackers and canned soup. We drink coffee to wake up and wine to wind down. Slowly, invisibly, the body becomes depleted, not from age, but from malnourishment. The problem isn't just what you're eating, it's what you're not eating anymore. No one tells you that as you age, your stomach produces less acid, making it harder to absorb key nutrients like B12, magnesium, and calcium. Or that you lose muscle faster each year if you're not getting enough protein. And not just any protein, but easily digestible forms like bone broth, soft-cooked eggs, and fish. Then there's the issue of inflammation, what some now call the silent killer of aging. Chronic inflammation creeps in through sugary drinks, processed oils, and chemicals hidden in packaged foods. But most standard diets don't address that. And most supplement recommendations? They're based on mass studies, not personal aging needs. So what do? We go back, not to the past, but to what the past got right. The centenarians of Okinawa, Japan, the mountain dwellers of Sardinia, Italy, the elders of Nicoya, Costa Rica, they weren't on keto. They didn't drink protein shakes, they didn't count carbs, but they ate foods grown in real soil. They shared fermented vegetables, oily fish, roots, seeds, and wild herbs. Their meals were built on nature, not marketing. This episode isn't about the obvious, it's not about spinach and apples. It's about the quiet giants of nutrition, those foods and supplements that work behind the scenes to support a graceful, vibrant aging process. Let's begin with the forgotten foods. Let's talk about foods your grandmother may have loved, foods that the modern world has cast aside in favor of packaged snacks and lab-made bars. First up, liver. Good old-fashioned beef or chicken liver. It's nature's multivitamin. High in B12, vitamin A, iron, and trace minerals, it supports cognitive function, red blood cell production, and immune strength. Just one serving a week can make a difference. Next, seaweed, especially varieties like dulse, kelp, and nori. These aren't just for sushi. Seaweed contains iodine, which supports thyroid function, a key player in metabolism, mood, and energy. In Japan, where seaweed is a staple, rates of thyroid issues and certain cancers are dramatically lower. Then there's bone broth. Slow cooked for hours, this ancient staple is rich in collagen, glycine, and minerals that support joint health, gut healing, and even sleep. For older adults, it's especially valuable. It's easy to digest, warming to the body, and deeply nourishing. Don't forget fermented foods like kimchi, sauerkraut, kefir, miso, and natto. These are not just trendy probiotics. They're live foods that repopulate your gut with beneficial bacteria, which affects not just digestion, but your immune system and even your brain health. Let's also revive the use of herbs and roots as food. Turmeric, with black pepper, reduces inflammation powerfully. Ginger supports digestion and blood flow. Ashwagandha and ginseng can reduce stress and support adrenal health. Then there's the humble sardine. Packed with omega-3s, calcium from the bones, and protein, sardines are one of the most affordable superfoods available. Unlike large fish, they don't carry heavy metals, and they're shelf-stable, which means you can keep them stocked. Eggs, too, have made a comeback. Not just the whites, the yolks. They're rich in choline, crucial for memory, and contain healthy fats that feed the brain. Finally, let's not forget berries, especially wild or frozen varieties like blueberries, elderberries, and blackberries. These dark, vibrant fruits are loaded with antioxidants that protect cells from aging and reduce inflammation. These foods are not fads. They're not expensive. but they require a change in mindset, a shift from processed to powerful, from convenient to healing. In the next section, we'll explore supplements, not the flashy ones, but the quiet ones that often go unnoticed, yet do more good than most people realize. Supplements are everywhere. Bottles lined up in pharmacies, glowing promises on health blogs, and ads that say things like reverse aging in 30 days. But here's the truth. Most of them are hype. Flashy branding, cheap fillers, and doses too low to actually help. That's why so many older adults take supplements faithfully, yet still feel tired, foggy, and inflamed. They're missing the right ones, the quiet, proven ones that don't scream for attention, but deliver it anyway. Let's start with one of the most overlooked, magnesium glycinate. Not just any magnesium, glycinate is the form your aging body absorbs best. It calms the nervous system, improves sleep quality, reduces muscle cramps, and can even help regulate blood sugar. It's especially important for older adults because natural magnesium levels decline with age, and poor absorption only makes it worse. If you struggle with insomnia, restless legs, or anxiety, this may be your missing piece. Another quiet powerhouse? Vitamin K2, especially in the MK7 form. Many people take calcium for their bones, but without K2, that calcium can end up in the arteries instead. K2 directs calcium to your bones where it belongs and helps keep arteries flexible and clear. Combine it with vitamin D3 and you've got a powerful duo for skeletal strength and heart health. Two key pillars of graceful aging. Now let's talk about something few doctors ever mention. Astaxanthin. It's a deep red pigment found in algae and wild-caught salmon. Often called the king of antioxidants, it's been shown to reduce oxidative stress, improve skin elasticity, and even protect the eyes and brain. Studies suggest it's up to 6,000 times more powerful than vitamin C at fighting free radicals. And yet, most people have never heard of it. It doesn't just make you feel better, it helps you look more youthful too. For brain health, there's lion's mane mushroom extract. Not a synthetic drug, not a stimulant, just a gentle, natural nootropic that supports memory, focus, and nerve regeneration. In traditional Chinese medicine, it was known for restoring clarity and lifting what they called brain fog. Elders who use lion's mane often describe a quiet awakening, more alert mornings, easier conversations, better recall of simple things like names or dates. Next, let's revisit the forgotten trace minerals. Zinc, which supports immunity and helps wounds heal. Selenium, a powerful antioxidant that protects the thyroid and reduces cancer risk. Chromium, which supports insulin sensitivity and blood sugar balance. These aren't glamorous, but they are essential. And our soils today are too depleted to rely on food alone. One more that's often neglected. CoQ10, ubiquinol form. Especially if you take statins or have a history of heart issues. CoQ10 helps your cells create energy, literally powering your heart, brain, and muscles. As we age, we make less of it. Without enough, fatigue creeps in, memory dulls, and endurance fades. Taking the right form, ubiquinol, not ubiquinone, can support energy and vitality without any jitters or crashes. And let's not forget the gut. A broad-spectrum probiotic isn't just for digestion. It supports immunity, mood, and even helps absorb nutrients from food. Choose one with strains like Lactobacillus rhamnosus, Bifidobacterium longum, and Saccharomyces boulardii, especially if you've ever taken antibiotics. Here's the key, friend. Supplements should supplement a solid diet, not replace it. They work best when your body is already being fed real nourishing food. But when chosen wisely, they can fill in quiet gaps, restore missing links, and help you feel stronger, clearer, and more resilient with each passing year. In the next section, I'll show you how to put it all together, a daily plate that blends these foods and supplements into a simple, joyful rhythm. Because longevity isn't just about what you take, it's about what you absorb and how it all fits into the story of your day. Aging well doesn't come from a bottle or a miracle diet, it comes from what's on your plate every single day. And if you get this right, you don't just extend your life, you enhance the quality of it. We've talked about supplements. Now let's talk about food, because the truth is, supplements only work when your diet lays the foundation. Let me walk you through something I call the longevity plate. It's not a strict meal plan, it's a rhythm, a gentle, nourishing routine made from real food, the way nature intended. Start with this idea. half your plate should come from plants. Not just leafy greens, though those are important, but colorful, vibrant vegetables. Think roasted carrots, sautéed kale, red cabbage, sweet potatoes, broccoli, onions, and bell peppers. Each color brings a different set of antioxidants and phytonutrients. These compounds don't just fight disease, they slow aging at the cellular level. Now, here's the twist. Don't skip healthy fats. Many seniors fear fats because of outdated advice, but your brain, heart, hormones, and joints need them. Include things like extra virgin olive oil, avocados, fatty fish, and nuts and seeds. Next, you need clean protein. Not giant steaks, but gentle, digestible sources that support muscle retention and healing. Try pasture-raised eggs, lentils and legumes, tofu, bone broth, or small portions of grass-fed meats or organic poultry once or twice a week. Don't forget the ancient grains, but go easy. Quinoa, millet, steel-cut oats, or brown rice. These offer slow-burning energy and fiber. But in older adults, portion control matters more. You don't need a mountain of carbs, just enough to fuel your movement and help you feel grounded. And here's a secret most doctors never emphasize. Fermented foods. These are key to gut health, which affects everything: your immune system, brain function, even mood. Include just a spoonful or two a day of sauerkraut, kimchi, miso soup, plain yogurt, or kefir, unsweetened. And what about sweet cravings? You don't have to give up dessert. Instead of sugar-laden pastries or processed snacks, try a few squares of 85% dark chocolate, fresh berries with a spoon of almond butter, warm baked apples with cinnamon. This isn't a strict prescription. It's a template, a starting point. Adapt it based on what's available, what you enjoy, and what your body responds to. Aging well is not about obsession or perfection. It's about consistency and kindness to your body. When you eat like this, day after day, week after week, you'll notice things. Better sleep, less joint pain, sharper thinking, more energy for walks, for laughter, for life. And when you combine this with the supplements we discussed earlier, something remarkable happens. Your body feels supported. Your cells work smarter. You don't just survive, you thrive. Up next, I'll show you how to make this sustainable, how to shop smart, cook in batches, and make it easy to eat like this even on a tight budget. Because wisdom isn't just knowing what's healthy, it's building a life where being healthy feels simple, joyful, and deeply human. You don't need a big budget or a fancy kitchen to eat for longevity. What you need is rhythm, simplicity, and a few tricks that turn whole foods into effortless nourishment, day after day. This is where batch cooking and smart storage come in. Aging gracefully is as much about consistency as it is about content. And one of the biggest obstacles older adults face is daily cooking fatigue. The standing, the chopping, the dishes, it adds up. So let's make it easier. 1. Cook once, eat 3 times. Start by embracing this idea. Batch cooking isn't about eating leftovers. It's about preparing building blocks that give you variety all week. For example, roast a tray of seasoned vegetables: carrots, cauliflower, sweet potatoes, red onion, and broccoli. Use olive oil, sea salt, garlic, and herbs like thyme or rosemary. These can be tossed into salads, blended into soups, or served warm with a protein. Prepare a pot of lentils or beans. These store beautifully in glass containers and can be added to grain bowls, soups, or wraps. They're full of fiber, protein, and minerals, and they cost just cents per serving. Make a whole grain like quinoa or brown rice. Cook once, then portion into containers and refrigerate. Add different sauces or toppings each day to keep meals interesting. Prepare a protein base: hard-boiled eggs, grilled chicken, sauté tofu, or simmer bone broth. These become anchors for meals, quick and easy to assemble when you're low on energy. Number 2. Smart storage equals less waste, more nutrition. How you store food matters, not just for safety but for nutrient preservation. Use glass containers with tight lids. They preserve flavor better than plastic and are easier to reheat safely. Freeze single portions of soups, broths, and stews. Label them clearly. These are lifesavers on days when cooking feels like too much. Wrap herbs in a damp paper towel, then place in a bag. They'll stay fresh longer, cutting down waste and keeping your meals bright with flavor. Store nuts and seeds in the fridge to prevent rancidity. Their oils are delicate, especially in warmer climates. If you chop garlic or onions in bulk, keep them in small airtight jars to avoid spoilage and make your next meal even easier. 3. Longevity on a budget. Yes, it's possible. You don't need to shop at high-end health food stores to eat well. Buy seasonal produce at local markets. It's fresher, cheaper, and often more nutrient-dense than imported items. Choose plant proteins like mung, beans, lentils, and chickpeas. These are dirt cheap, shelf-stable, and form the backbone of many long-living cultures. Look for ugly fruits and vegetables, the ones with blemishes or odd shapes. They're often sold at a discount, but just as nutritious once cooked. Use bones and vegetable scraps to make broths. Onion peels, garlic skins, carrot ends, chicken bones. Simmer them slowly and you've got a mineral-rich soup base. Make a big pot of soup or stew once a week. Use beans, greens, and whatever's in season. These are warming, easy to digest, and incredibly affordable. Number 4. Daily rhythm without the stress. The key to long-term success is building a meal rhythm that feels natural and kind. Here's a simple weekly rhythm to try. Sundays, batch, cook your base foods. Mondays, create a veggie grain bowl with whatever's fresh. Tuesdays, soup night. Wednesdays, add fermented foods like yogurt or kimchi. Thursdays, light fish with steamed greens. Fridays, leftover clean-out or a nourishing wrap. Weekends, something joyful, maybe a healthy dessert or family recipe adapted. The point isn't perfection, it's ease. It's self-respect. It's looking at your fridge and seeing possibilities instead of stress. And remember this, every nourishing meal is a message to your body. I want you to last. And every smart choice is a vote for your future. In the next section, we'll dive deeper into how small swaps and hacks in your cooking, like how you prepare your food and what you combine it with, can actually unlock more nutrients and make aging easier on your digestion and energy levels. Because longevity isn't just about what you eat, it's about how you prepare it. Aging gracefully doesn't mean giving up your favorite dishes. It means learning how to upgrade them. With the right swaps and cooking hacks, you can keep the flavors you love while giving your body exactly what it needs to stay strong, sharp, and full of life. Let's face it, our digestion, energy, and metabolism change with age. What worked in our 30s might feel heavy or bloating in our 60s or 70s, but that doesn't mean you need to abandon enjoyment or tradition. The key is substitution without sacrifice. Let me show you how. 1. Swap refined for whole without losing flavor. White rice, half white, half brown, or red rice. This trick retains the comfort of white rice but adds fiber, minerals, and blood sugar balance. White bread, sourdough, or sprouted grain bread. Easier to digest, better for your gut, and full of slow-burning carbs that help sustain energy. Sugar, coconut sugar, raw honey, or mashed ripe bananas. These alternatives offer minerals and a gentler impact on blood sugar, plus natural sweetness. Creamy sauces, cashew cream, or blended avocado. Soak cashews overnight and blend with garlic, lemon, and water. It's silky, dairy-free, and heart-healthy. Table salt, sea salt, or pink Himalayan salt. Less processed and often packed with trace minerals that benefit hydration and nerve health. 2. Make cooking easier on aging hands and eyes. As we get older, certain physical tasks like chopping, peeling, or heavy lifting can become burdensome. But there are simple hacks to keep cooking joyful. Use pre-chopped frozen vegetables. They're flash frozen at peak ripeness, retain nutrients, and save tons of prep time. Think spinach, carrots, onions, broccoli, or mixed stir-fry blends. Invest in a small countertop food processor or hand blender. This makes chopping, mixing, or pureeing effortless and safer than knives when hands are tired or shaky. Switch to ergonomic kitchen tools. Lightweight pans, easy grip peelers, or non-slip cutting boards make a surprising difference in comfort and safety. Soften meats with marinades or slow cooking. Older adults may have weaker chewing ability. Use lemon juice, vinegar, or yogurt to tenderize proteins. Or try slow cookers for stews and soups that fall apart beautifully and digest easily. Batch blend smoothies with easy-to-digest ingredients. Combine banana, spinach, nut butter, oats, and plant milk. Pour into jars and refrigerate for quick, nourishing snacks. 3. Support digestion and energy with smart combos. As we age, digestion slows, but combining certain foods can make absorption easier and more effective. Try these. Pair healthy fats with fat-soluble vitamins. Eat leafy greens, rich in vitamins A, D, E, K with olive oil or avocado for maximum absorption. Add lemon or vinegar to iron-rich foods. Iron from plant sources like spinach or lentils is better absorbed when eaten with vitamin C. Add a squeeze of lemon to your dishes. Cook cruciferous veggies like broccoli or cauliflower instead of eating raw. They're easier on digestion this way, especially for sensitive stomachs. Use herbs like ginger, turmeric, fennel, or mint. These support digestion, reduce inflammation, and boost flavor, without adding salt or sugar. Number 4. Replace the frying. Not the crisp fried food is comforting, but it can be hard on the heart and joints. Here's how to keep the crunch without the damage. Use an air fryer or oven roasting technique. Toss sweet potatoes, zucchini, or eggplant in a light coating of olive oil, herbs, and cornstarch. Then roast or air fry until crisp. Craving fried chicken? Dip chicken in beaten egg, coat with crushed oats or almond flour, and bake. You'll still get that golden crunch, minus the greasy aftermath. For fries, try baked carrot sticks or parsnip wedges with rosemary and garlic. 5. Cooking with joy, not fear. One of the biggest longevity boosters isn't just what you eat, it's how you feel while preparing and eating it. Create rituals around food that bring warmth and presence. Light a candle during dinner. Listen to your favorite old songs while cooking. Invite a neighbor or family member to cook with you once a week. Keep a handwritten notebook of your favorite healthy swaps so it becomes second nature. Because this isn't a diet, it's not punishment, it's a gift. Each time you nourish yourself with love and wisdom, you send a message to your body. I'm still here, I still matter, and I plan to be around for a long, beautiful time. In the final section of this episode, we'll bring everything together, reminding you why aging gracefully isn't about restriction or sacrifice. It's about reclaiming the art of nourishment, one beautiful choice at a time. In the end, it's not just about the food, it's about how you live, the rhythm of your days, the little choices, the quiet ways you say, I choose life. Let's take a breath and bring everything together, because longevity isn't a crash course, it's a gentle, loving pace, and that pace starts with a rhythm. Start your day with intention, not rush. Morning sets the tone for the entire day. Instead of jumping into tasks or grabbing a sugary bite, begin with something small but powerful. A warm glass of water with lemon. A few gentle stretches while the kettle boils. A deep breath by the window, feeling the morning sun on your face. Then, nourish your body with purpose. Here's a sample longevity breakfast. Oatmeal cooked with cinnamon and chia seeds, topped with sliced banana and a handful of walnuts. Or a smoothie with spinach, frozen berries, plant-based protein, and ground flaxseed. Or simply eggs with sautéed greens, served with a slice of sourdough and avocado. This is fuel for clarity, energy, and digestion. And more importantly, it tells your body, today matters, and I'm treating myself accordingly. 2. Eat with rhythm, not restriction. The goal isn't to follow strict rules, but to find a natural cadence that supports your energy. Try this mid-morning tea or a small snack like almonds or fruit to steady blood sugar. Midday meal that's warm and grounding, perhaps a grain bowl, a stew, or a simple plate of vegetables and protein. Light dinner in the early evening, something easy to digest so your sleep isn't disrupted. Listen to your body. If you're hungry, eat. If you're tired, rest. Honor your signals the way you'd honor someone you deeply care for. 3. A gentle evening ritual that heals you. Evenings are sacred, especially as we age. The world gets quieter, and so should we. Here's how to wind down with grace. Dim the lights an hour before bed. Sip a calming tea, chamomile, ginger, or holy basil, tulsi. Turn off screens and listen to soft music or read a few pages of something inspiring. Reflect on your day, not to judge it but to thank it. And don't forget your evening nourishment, a bowl of warm soup, a baked sweet potato with cinnamon, a handful of pumpkin seeds for magnesium and calm sleep. These small, loving acts tell your body, you've done enough, you are enough. Rest now. 4. The power of a weekly anchor. Just like the rhythm of a day, the rhythm of a week matters too. Have 1 or 2 anchor moments each week that fill your spirit. A visit to the farmer's market, a phone call with an old friend, a slow walk in nature or through your garden, a Sunday ritual of batch cooking while soft music plays in the background. These rituals become emotional vitamins, small things that build a large, meaningful life. 5. The golden thread. Kindness to yourself. Let's be honest, there will be days you forget to prep meals. Days when your joints ache, your energy dips, or your emotions feel heavy. That's okay. Graceful aging is not perfection. It's permission. Permission to start over tomorrow. permission to rest, permission to nourish your soul as well as your body. The truth is, you don't need a miracle supplement or expensive detox. What you need is rhythm, gentle consistency, and a commitment to treating yourself like someone worth taking care of. Because you are. Final words. Aging isn't a decline, it's a deepening. If you've made it this far, let me tell you something important. You are not fading. You are ripening. You are not losing value. You are gaining wisdom. And every time you fill your plate with care, choose rest over rush, or prepare a meal with love, you are living the quiet truth. That aging gracefully isn't about staying young. It's about growing deeper roots. So eat slowly, cook joyfully, live rhythmically, and never forget, the most powerful ingredient in any meal is the love you bring to it.